Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are ya? I hope you're doing great. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today is September the 22nd, 2024, Sunday. Beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas. It's now 9:15 and it's 79 degrees. Beautiful time. Beautiful, but it's going to be in the 90s all this week. So still a little heat hanging around. Alright, so why have you come? Because we're looking at new stuff. We're looking at new stuff that I picked up here recently. So let's get right into it. There's, I think, 8, not many, but some interesting stuff, let's say. A civilization lost in time invaded 1 million years ago. The prime vols or prime evils? I'm going to go with prime evils. There you go, Prime Evils. This is a full moon release, so you know we're in for some good times. Prime Evils is not rated, 91 minutes from 2023. It's an adventure sci-fi movie. Now this movie is a mixture of stop motion and live action, so should be interesting. So this, and also this thing had a very, let's call, historied past. It was actually written in the 70s, filmed in 1994, and released in 2023. What a what a road, huh? Holy moly. Prime Evils. Deep in the Himalayas, a group of Sherpas subdue and kill a towering humanoid creature. It remains, including a brain that appears to have undergone some kind of surgery. Wind up under the supervision of Dr. Claire Collier, who believes it to be one of the legendary Yeti. Joined by her former student Matt Connor, a lifetime believer in the creature's existence, big game hunter Rondo Montana, and others, Dr. Collier leads an expedition into the mountains to track down more of the abominable snowmen. Abominable. Yeah, abominable snowmen. There we go. Their trek results in an encounter with a tribe of primitive hominids, which in turn leads to the far more frightening discovery of beings that they never could have expected or imagined. Stop motion FX. Wow. Shelved until the 90s. Finally completed in 2023 by Full Moon and former Allen associate Chris Endicott. Yeah, I can't wait to check this out. Sounds like it's at least going to be a good one-time watch. Let me know, have you seen Prime Evils? And if you have, what you thought of it. Full Moon does some crazy stuff. Let's just put it that way. Next up, speaking of crazy stuff, Blu-ray of House of Dolls. House of Dolls looks like a horror slasher to me. Not rated, 84 minutes from 2023. Is this so bad it's good? Possibly. We shall see. A family reunion turns deadly when 3 estranged sisters return home to fulfill their father's last wishes and collect an inheritance. The catch being they must work together to solve a puzzle that will lead to a money stash inside a giant dollhouse. But soon they fall prey to a knife-wielding maniac with plans of his own. This is released by MVD Visual. Also has Dee Wallace in this. Dee Wallace. I liked her in Cujo and The Howling. Let me know down below, what did you enjoy Dee Wallace in? Let me know if you've seen House of Dolls. It doesn't get good ratings, but, you know, I'm going to do my own rating. Next up, now this is a recent release. I got some kind of grease on this thing for some reason. Interesting. Mother's Instinct. Mother's Instinct is 94 minutes from 2024. It's a psychological thriller. My favorite subgenre, the psychological type. This has Jessica Chastain and Anne Hathaway. Jessica, let's see, what have we got here? Oh, this is a remake of a French film, apparently. I haven't seen it. I've heard that it's a friend of my wife's said that they enjoyed it, so we picked it up. We'll see what it's like. Um, Set in the early 60s, best friends and neighbors Alice and Celine both live in an idyllic traditional lifestyle with manicured lawns. Man, this is so small. I'm sorry. Manicured lawns, successful husbands, and sons of the same age. Life's perfect harmony is suddenly shattered after a tragic accident. Guilt, suspicion, and paranoia combine to unravel their sisterly bond, and a psychological battle of wills begins as the maternal instinct reveals its darker side. There you go. So this was a recommendation by one of my wife's friends. We shall see. Let me know if you've seen Mother's Instinct and what you thought of it. Big fan of Anne Hathaway's. Of course, Jessica Chastain was in The Eyes of Tammy Faye. She got an Academy Award for that. And Zero Dark 30, I believe. So we'll check that out. Ugh, something greasy on there. Yuck. Next up, we start with the 4Ks now. Really should have cleaned that off. That's terrible. 4K of The Strangers. 4K and Blu-ray of The Strangers. This is R-rated. There's two versions on here, an R-rated version and a not rated version. The R-rated version is 85 minutes long. The not rated version is 91 minutes long. It's from 2008. It's a psychological horror. I found this movie disturbing yet entertaining. I love home invasion type movies, and this is one of the better ones. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend it. It will disturb you a little bit. The other thing I wanted to say about this one, it was shot with handheld cameras called Steadicams, but kind of gives it a found footage kind of feel, I think. Yeah, I can't wait to revisit this in 4K. So it says, explore your worst fears with this shocking suspense thriller inspired by disturbing true events. After a 4 a.m. knock at the door and a haunting voice, Kristen McKay, played by Liv Taylor, and James Hoyt, played by Scott Speedman, find that their remote getaway becomes a night of psychological terror as the three masked strangers invade. Faced with inscrutable tormentors, Kristen and James must go beyond what they think they're able to endure if they have any hope to survive. Now, this is a Scream Factory release, and it does have a nice little slip, but of course the same artwork. Let me know, have you seen The Strangers? And if you have, what did you think? Can't wait to rewatch it in 4K. Yeah. All that in 4K. Next up, another 4K and Blu-ray of Antichrist. The Antichrist. The Antichrist is not rated, 112 minutes, from 1974. It's an Italian supernatural horror. This is a Kino Lorber, Kino Cult, number 15. Now, many say this is a cash in on The Exorcist. Of course, The Exorcist was released the year before this one, and so many say this is kind of a cash in on that. And it's been a long time since I've seen this, so to see it on 4K is going to be, I think, will be fun. It's the Exorcist Italian style, it starts out. In this satanic shocker from director Alberto Di Martino, in Rome, a beautiful young woman is left paralyzed by the trauma of a horrific childhood accident. But when placed under hypnosis, she is seized by visions of her past life as a heretic and becomes a foul-mouthed seductress with a taste for perversion that leads to her defilement by Satan himself. Now mankind's only hope for salvation is a harrowing exorcism that will either cast out the devil forever or open the door for the unspeakable birth of the Antichrist. Wow. Also known as the Tempter. In all its uncut and unholy glory. Studio Canal and Kino Lorber release. Have you seen the Antichrist? I have. It's been a very long time. I don't remember much of it, so I can't wait to revisit it on 4K. Next up, another 4K and Blu-ray. Zoltan, Hound of Dracula, also known as Dracula's Dog in the USA. This was not the USA title. It was released under here. Dracula's Dog. This is R-rated, 87 minutes from 1977. I saw this in theater as Dracula's Dog, I believe in 1977 or 78. Let's see, supernatural, of course, horror. It's about a dog that becomes a vampire. Hence the Hound. This is also a Kino Lorber, Kino Cult number 16. There's more to the legend than meets the throat. When the Russian army unearths the vault of Dracula, they accidentally unleash his undead human slave, and the Count's vampire hellhound, Zoltan. But these friends need a new master and head for Los Angeles, of course, to find Dracula's last living descendant, family man Michael Drake. With the help of an international vampire hunter, Inspector Bronco, can Drake destroy Zoltan and his pack of blood-crazed devil dogs before man's best friend fetches the final soul of the damned? Also known as Dracula's Dog, this ferociously fun horror film was directed by Albert Band. He also did I Bury the Living and Ghoulies 2, and features makeup effects by the legendary Stan Winston, who did Parasite and Aliens. So 1977, I remember seeing this. I don't remember a lot about it, but it's probably one of those things that just I'd laugh and kind of interesting at the same time. Dobermans turned into vampires. Oh, nice slip also. Next up, a Martin Scorsese film, Nicolas Cage, Bringing Out the Dead. This is 4K, by the way. It has this kind of, there you go, Nicolas Cage, Bringing Out the Dead. I guess that was the original artwork. I have not seen this movie yet. It's R-rated, 121 minutes, 1999. It's a psychological thriller. Of course, this has Nicolas Cage, Patricia Arquette, John Goodman, and Tom Sizemore. And interesting enough, little trivia, I happen to know about this. This was the last movie released on Laserdisc, the last one. And from what I'm understanding, this is underrated. Very underrated. Like I said, I haven't seen it. This is put out by Panasonic. I don't know. Paramount, excuse me, Paramount. It's number 47 in their Paramount Presents line. Bringing Out the Dead. 25 years ago, legendary director Martin Scorsese reteamed with screenwriter Paul Schrader for one of the most compelling gems of their storied careers, Bringing Out the Dead. Nicolas Cage is Frank Pierce, a paramedic on the brink of madness. Patricia Arquette is the daughter of a man Frank tried to save. Together they'll need to confront the ghosts of the past to discover redemption among the living. The powerhouse supporting cast includes John Goodman, Ving Rhames, Mark Anthony, and Tom Sizemore. Featuring all new interviews with Scorsese and Cage, this must-have limited edition Paramount Presents marks the movie's debut on both Blu-ray and 4K. Okay, remastered from a new transfer of the original camera negative. Bunch of special features. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember ever seeing this, but apparently it's it's highly underrated. So if you've seen this, let me know what you thought of it. And yeah, I can't wait to check it out in 4K. I love Nicolas Cage. I do. So can't wait to check that one out. And the final movie. Uh-oh. I keep getting messages. Final one is limited edition. This one I picked up, I believe this is a Walmart limited edition for like 2 months or something. Late Night with the Devil. R-rated, 93 minutes from 2023. It's a supernatural horror. Now this is funny and creepy at the same time. I enjoyed the heck out of this movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's a good time. It's a real good time. About 70% of the people that have seen it like it. This is a steelbook, by the way. Johnny Carson rival Jack Delroy hosts a syndicated talk show called Night Owls that has long been a trusted companion to insomniacs around the country. However, ratings for the show have plummeted since the tragic death of Jack's beloved wife. Desperate to turn his fortunes around, on October 31st, 1977, Jack plans a Halloween special like no other. Unaware he is about to unleash evil into the living rooms of America. Yeah, this is, I enjoyed it. It's got a good pace and some very strange things go on. So there's the front, nice matte surface, and then kind of you might get hypnotized if you watch this movie. You never know. There's the J card, and inside there's some collectibles. This is what this is. I have not opened this yet. I have no idea what's in here. Night Owls with Jack Delroy. Audience Welcome Pack, October 31st, 1977. This is taped down, darn it. I'll be right back. I don't want you to set. Okay, got it. Whatever tape they used, they did not want you to get in there. So this is what was in there. Looks like an air freshener, apparently. An air freshener. Got the little thing that you hang it with. Okay. Conversations with the Devil by Dr. June Ross Mitchell. Thanks for coming to the show, Jack Delroy. Night Owls. And the amazing Christo, psychic with telekinetic powers. He can talk with the dead. It's a fun movie. I enjoyed the heck out of the movie, so if you get a chance to pick this up or watch it, I definitely recommend it. Alright guys, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me down below if you've seen any of those movies, and if you have, what you thought of them. So, let's do a giveaway. Let's do this. I'm going to run through these real quick because there's a heck of a stack here. So whomever wins this, whomever wins, is going to be able to pick two. And I'm going to do the drawing next Saturday or Sunday. So we've got Distorted, factory sealed. DVDs of Dracula. This is all 6 films from the original Dracula Legacy. This mint condition, it just, I think we watched one thing on there. I have another set. Samuel Jackson as Coach Carter, factory sealed. Cinderella Man, Russell Crowe. 2001, A Space Odyssey, factory sealed. A double Scream Factory here. Barbie Benton in X-Ray and Schizoid. Nicolas Cage, Pig, one of his better ones. The Invisible Man, factory sealed. My Friend Dahmer, factory sealed. Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, factory sealed. The Grudge, factory sealed. Slender Man, factory sealed. Little Richard, factory sealed. Happy Gilmore, factory sealed. A couple 4Ks we'll throw in there. Godzilla X King, the New Empire. This is factory sealed. This is just the 4K in the digital code. And the 4K Blu-ray digital of Hellboy. So there you go. If you live in the United States, you subscribe to me. Those are 2 things you have to do to be able to enter this giveaway. Also use the word fall, F-A-L-L. Today is really the first day of fall. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing good wherever you are. So keep smiling, keep having fun, keep that positive attitude about you, and until the next time, peace.